Home sales just plunged. But here's the crazy part. The problem isn't inventory. It's affordability. Builders kept building, buyers stopped buying. And that changes everything. Let's dive in. The government just released new housing numbers. They surprised, well, pretty much everybody. New home sales dropped 7.3%. That is the biggest headline, but it is not the whole story. Mortgage rates are still around 6.5%, and that's keeping buyers on the sidelines. Builders didn't stop building, they kept going. Now, almost 500,000 brand new homes are sitting, waiting, begging, asking buyers, come live in me. But that's the highest supply in 10 months. Think about that. America doesn't have a housing shortage. In this story, it has an affordability problem. That's a huge difference on everything. So why does it really matter? Well, if you're buying, you suddenly have leverage. Builders want deals. Over 60% are offering incentives. Many are paying for closing costs. That's very helpful. Others are buying down mortgage rates, even nicer. And some are even cutting the prices of their homes. They'd rather sell today than carry the inventory in their spreadsheets to next quarter. And that speaks volumes. But if you're selling an existing home, now your new competitor is a brand new home with incentives. That is a tough competitor to go against every single day. Now, is that happening all around the country? Let's find out. In the West here, where I'm sitting in California, we're getting hit the hardest. Sales dropped almost 27%. The South is slow, but especially where the builders, added way too many homes to their inventory list. The Midwest, it's different. The sales are actually increased. And then the Northeast remains strong, limited inventory, and that's actually protecting the prices. You got to keep in mind, guys and gals, real estate is still local. No matter what you hear about national, international, this, that, or another rigmarole, always remember that it is a local game, right? That is it. We just went over it. The West is not the same as the South. The South is not the same as the Northeast, nor the Midwest. They're all different, local. Okay, so if you're an agent, what should you be doing? What should you be thinking about right now? It's very simple. You need to pivot. Stop leading with, I can find you the most perfect house in the best neighborhood. All right, that might be true, but that's just not enough anymore. You got to lead in with a little bit more conversations about financing, what the builders in the area are doing in regards to incentives. The rate buy downs. I actually really do like the rate buy downs, negotiating strategies, because you have to become the real estate expert in your market, not just the person who opens doors. You deserve more than that title and that reputation. You are smarter than this. Please hear me on this one. So, in my opinion, this isn't a housing crash. It's an affordability reset. The buyers who actually understand this may have the best negotiating position in many years, because they can look for those incentives and they can be choosy about where they want to live, what style of home they want to live in, old home, new home, what's the value add benefit, because everybody makes a decision for what's best for them and their families, not what's best on a spreadsheet. And they will take the road that's easiest. Guys and gals, tune in. All right, my name is Greg McDaniel. I need you guys to do something for me. I need you to subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And if you want to keep getting real house analysis without the hype, and I totally screwed up my own tagline, by the way. But if you want to come back and not get a whole bunch of hype and BS, and you want to really learn what's going on in the market from a guy who's been a veteran for over 26 years in luxury markets and everything in between, tune in. We're going to come back with more great videos. All right, guys. Appreciate you. I love you. See you in the next video. Bye.